Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Divorced Dads and Dudes channel. Walking my dogs here, and sometimes when I'm walking my dogs, it's kind of a nice evening, nice little afternoon, I start thinking about a lot of stuff, and I just figured I'd capture some of it that's relevant to the channel. So some of you guys have just experienced major breakups or major divorces, and you lost big, man, and it hurts and it's tough, and you know your life is turned upside down. But one of the things I find when I have helped people, you know, in therapy, even some of my friends, is that they continue making the same error in their next relationships. Either they overcompensate or they create defense mechanisms that doesn't allow them to see the problem, you know, that they had. And what do I mean by that? So I'm going to give you an example. Sometimes we are into women because there's a certain thing about that woman that we're insecure about. And I'm going to give you the prime examples. Let's just say you're insecure about your looks, and you know, you meet a woman and she's extremely attractive. We all want to be attracted to the person. That's not what I'm saying. But if you have an insecurity about how you look, and let's go, come on, let's go. My dog, man, she's terrible at walking. If you have an insecurity about how you look, and then what you're going to end up doing is you're going to end up being with that woman because she's fulfilling something that you're insecure about. Now follow me. What does that mean? Don't we all have insecurities, Eddie? Don't we all have things that we struggle with? Yeah, that's fine. You know, but when you we're using the physical insecurity talk, but when you have that type of insecurity and you're fulfilling it with a woman because she looks good, you're going to overcompensate to keep that woman in your life. And this is where men start screwing up. You guys start bending your backs all the way because that insecurity is telling you don't leave her, you know, because it gives you value and it keeps you, it helps mask the insecurity, because then if she's not around, you're gonna have to deal with it yourself. So what ends up happening is a lot of you guys, man, you end up not understanding that about yourself because it's something you learned as a kid. You had a mother wound or a father wound. We'll talk about that later. And you didn't have anyone to teach you to have hard limits, or hey, you have to know when to walk away, and you have to have all those values and principles lined out, and you don't have that because a lot of your motivations for being in a relationship are determined by emotions. And if you're an emotional guy and you don't have some principles or values, and I'm not trying to say I'm Mr. Perfect, I'm not, I've messed up too, but if you don't have that situated, you're going to struggle a lot. And that's why you end up, you know, being cheated on, you end up being broken up with, you never get, the girl picks the other guys because there's some insecurities that you have that are driving the effort to want to be with that person or keep that person. And it's not attractive to the woman. Man, women can see that a mile away. That's why they don't like needy guys. The moment that you start presenting needy, they don't want anything to do with you. You get friend zoned. Because they could sense it, and it's in their evolutionary foundation to weed out the weak, you know. And of course, women have the same challenges as we do. That's why, you know, we it's old adage, she has daddy issues, so she's going to be extremely if she has that insecurity, then she's going to be looking for someone to fulfill that feeling of comfort and that feeling of, sustainability, financial sustainability, whatever it may be that she's insecure about that her dad didn't give her. But men struggle with that too, so don't get it twisted, okay? And I wanted to share that with you guys because if you're getting a divorce or about to get a divorce or already did or broke up with someone, you have to look inside yourself and figure out what are your greatest insecurities and how often are those insecurities influencing my decision to be with someone or keep me around longer than I need to. So I just want to share that thought with you guys, a short video. I got my dogs are already doing their business, so just want to share that. Thanks for stopping by. If you enjoy the content, click like and subscribe, and remember, ego isn't your amigo.